Lig'i bitirdi. Karşılaşmayı da bitiriyor. Erivan Barut.
From the exercise, ring 12.
See?
A Jéssica tem esse cruzado da frente muito potente. Toda hora ela tenta.
Nossa Senhora! Espuma, fogo, míssel de direita da Jéssica! Fogo, míssel de direita da Jéssica!
In the world of combat sports, there are moments that transcend entertainment. Moments where raw human power, skill, and danger collide in an explosion of violence that leaves everyone stunned. This video is a brutal, unfiltered compilation of some of the most devastating, heart-stopping female knockouts ever captured on camera. 26 minutes of pure, unrelenting chaos, where every punch, kick, elbow, and knee brings fighters to the edge of consciousness and beyond. This isn't just a highlight reel. It's a front row seat to the very real consequences of a sport where victory often comes at the cost of concussion or worse. Every second of this compilation shows what happens when trained female athletes put everything on the line, when technique meets timing and one perfect strike leads to total shutdown. From thunderous head kicks to brutal spinning back fists, from relentless ground and pound to sudden and violent uppercuts. These knockouts don't just end fights. They end balance, memory, control. They cause concussions. They may even cause long-term brain trauma. And yet, they are part of the sport, part of what makes MMA, boxing, and kickboxing so magnetic, so primal, and so unforgettable. It's no secret that knockouts are the most dramatic moments in combat sports. They're the moments fans replay again and again. But what happens behind those slow-motion replays, the aftermath, the medical consequences, the fighter's recovery, is rarely seen. This video put a raw spotlight on the brutal cost of a split-second mistake. When a fighter lets their guard down, even for a moment, the price is often staggering. One punch, one kick, one elbow, that's all it takes for the lights to go out. Throughout this video, you'll see fighters fall in ways that are haunting, stiff, frozen, unconscious before they even hit the canvas. You'll see delayed reactions, where a fighter looks fine for a moment and then collapses as their body shuts down. You'll see spinning heel kicks that land flush on the jaw. You'll witness overhand rights that disconnect fighters from reality. And you'll hear the sound, the awful, unforgettable sound of a clean strike meeting a human skull. It's violent, it's terrifying, and it's real. Some of the knockouts in this compilation were career-defining. Others were career-ending. Some took place on the biggest stages in the world, under the bright lights of UFC main events, Bellator showcases, one championship super fights. Others happened in smaller venues, but their impact was just as devastating. In every case, what you're seeing is a real consequence of combat, a fighter being removed from consciousness against their will. We're not glorifying injury, we're revealing truth, because behind every knockout is a fighter who trained for months, who sacrificed everything, who dreamed of victory, and in one violent moment, that dream was shattered by force, by timing, by the sheer brutality of the game. These knockouts are not just physical, they are emotional. They are psychological, and sometimes they change a fighter forever. What makes these female knockouts even more impactful is the level of intensity women bring into the cage and ring. There's a particular fire in these athletes, a willingness to engage, to trade, to go to war. Women's MMA and boxing have come a long way from being seen as novelties. They are now the source of some of the most savage finishes the sport has ever seen. And when those finishes result in concussions, when the damage is visible and undeniable, the
and it did pay off. She's got the top position now, potentially looking for a head and arm triangle. To finish that, she's got to get right back out of that position, skip it to the side control, or indeed she can finish that from that position. Yes, incredible stuff. Those shots went to work, looking to squeeze. I think she's acting. She is out cold. It's all over. What a finish from Sunita early in the first round. And look how she's helping her opponent here.
Oh, the shin bone also.
Shin. Oh,
yeah,
you're not going to see a clean up.
Boom, and across.
Sideways. Jumping in to stop the hemisphere coming down on an all down conscious water refereeing there.
All right, let's go.
That's it. Right hand. First punch lands. Big punch. And they need to sit her on the stool. Trying to get her down, which is obviously cooperative. Press
Ale sprawy prosty w wykonaniu Eweliny Woźniak! Ciężki knockout! Ani tych rekord!
He is pushing the pace on that break, going right after Gambino.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job of listening to record. Oh, that is the end, ladies and gentlemen! Wow, a huge...
World watches in shock and awe. This compilation does not pull punches, literally or metaphorically. You'll see fighters going limp. You'll see eyes roll back. You'll see bodies drop like rag dolls. You'll see the toll of repeated strikes. In many cases, the referees are a fraction of a second too late. And that's all it takes. You'll hear commentators yelling, the crowd roaring, and suddenly going silent as a fighter doesn't get up. Medical teams rush in. Concern grows. Reality hits. This is the cost of war inside the ring. Concussions are more than just a buzzword in sports medicine. They are real, lasting injuries that affect memory, cognition, balance, and emotional control. Repeated concussions can lead to chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a brain disease associated with aggression, depression, and memory loss. Fighters know this risk, and yet they fight because this is their calling. This is what they've trained for, and the violence is part of the price. There are moments in this video where you'll want to look away, and yet you won't be able to, not because it's pretty, but because it's real. Because you're watching the exact moment someone's brain is overwhelmed, overloaded, and shuts off. The science behind knockouts is terrifying. The brain slams against the inside of the skull, neurons are disrupted, consciousness vanishes. It looks fast, but the consequences can last for months, even years. And yet, the fighters return. Again and again. This video isn't just about the knockouts. It's about resilience, about grit, about getting knocked unconscious, and coming back better, sharper, stronger. Many of the fighters featured here return to win fights, to earn titles, to chase glory once more. That's what separates fighters from the rest of us. Their relationship with pain, with trauma, with fear, it's different. They don't run from it. They step toward it. You'll see legends fall in this video. Champions crumble. Newcomers get destroyed. You'll see rising stars deliver fight-ending blows with terrifying efficiency. And you'll see unknowns rise to stardom through one perfectly timed knockout. That's the beauty and brutality of this sport. One moment can change everything. One strike can rewrite a career. This compilation is also a wake-up call, a reminder that every knockout isn't just a clip for social media. It's a real human experience with real consequences. The women in this video are not just athletes. They're warriors. They're survivors. They're human beings who put everything on the line for our entertainment, for their legacy, for the love of combat. In boxing, we see devastating hooks and uppercuts that lift opponents off their feet. In kickboxing, we witness spinning kicks, knees, and head shots that shut the body down instantly. In MMA, the danger comes from everywhere. Strikes, ground and pound, elbows, and even slams. And in every case, the outcome is the same. Lights out. There are finishes in this compilation that made headlines around the world. Others went viral for their sheer violence. Some were so sudden, so explosive, that they're used in promos to this day. But there are also moments of silence, where the roar of the crowd dies down and everyone waits, hoping to see a fighter regain consciousness, hoping the damage isn't permanent. This isn't fantasy. This isn't scripted. This is real-life danger at its peak. And while the spectacle is undeniable, so is the sacrifice. Every concussion, every knockout, every drop to the canvas is a moment where a fighter's brain took damage. And there is no way to measure that fully. We only know that it's real, that it matters, and that it's part of the sport we all love. Let this compilation be both a thrill and a lesson. Enjoy the action, but respect the fighters, recognize the risk, and never forget what's at stake. These women are putting their health, their bodies, and their brains on the line every time they step into the arena. And that deserves more than just a view. It deserves respect.
Position, 5 points, or...
What a brutal head kick! Man, oh man! I don't even know when we started. I couldn't get through the introduction before that fight was over.